R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet on Ukulele, Chapter 7. There's total silence, blood everywhere, and confusion on their faces, and they continue to stare. Gwen starts shaking her head, crying, screaming, "What did you do?" And the cop looks at me and says, "See now, I warned you." He starts pacing the floor, screaming, "God, what have we done here?" She walks through the door, blood on her hands, screaming, "There goes your whole career." Meanwhile, I'm freaking out, saying, "We gotta do something quick." The cop says, "I got a wife at home, I can't have no cause of this." She says, "I can't believe you just said what you said, 'cause that's not what you were saying when your ass was in my bed." I said, "Get married later. Right now we gotta use our heads. First of all, did anyone think to check if this man was alive or dead?" Then he looks at her, she looks at him, I look at them, and we look at him. And Gwen's about to have a nervous breakdown the way she's shaking and crying. And then she screams, "You bastards! You killed my brother!" I said, "Gwen, wait a minute, I didn't." She goes, "No, you killed my brother. He had just gotten out of prison. He'd been through a lot. He was talking about changing his life and everything, had to come home and get shot." I said, "Gwen, this wasn't my fault. This man had a gun on me. Besides, how was I supposed to know he was getting down with that funky-ass police?" He goes, "Wait a minute." I go, "No, you wait a minute." And then I say to him, "Man, this is my wife. We had a life before you busted up in it." She cries out, "Sylvester, no, hold on. Even though he was in a home, let's not forget the fact that you was at the creep in another man's home." Cough, cough. Cough, cough. Twan starts coughing. She says, "God, Twan, baby brother, are you okay?" He looks at her and says, "I'm not gonna die. At least not today." And then he says, "What happened? Why did I get shot?" He looks at the policeman and I said, "Go on. Tell him, cop." He goes, "Son, we gotta get you to a hospital. Take a look at that wound." Twan says, "Nah, it's okay. It's my shoulder. All I need is a bathroom." Man, and 5 minutes later, Twan told everything that happened. Twan says, "Shit, man, I would have been better off in prison." The next thing you know, someone's knocking on the door. I'm like, "Oh no, here we go again." Thinking out loud to myself, when is this shit gonna end? She says, "You got that?" And I say, "No." She goes, "Why?" I say, "'Cause I'm not opening another motherfucking door." Cop looks at me and says, "Man, I got that." Looks at me and says, "Man, that has my ass." I said, "No, I'll get it. But whoever it is, I'm gonna put their ass on blast." Twan says, "That's what I'm talking about." And he grabs his gun and yells, "Officer, arrest me later." Twan opens the door. I count to 3 and it's Rose the Nose and neighbor, with a spatula in her hand, like that's gonna do something against them girls. It's Rosie the Nosy neighbor. Daily Uke is fan-funded by fine folks like you, so please like, share, and donate at dailyuke.com. Hooray!